Usually this time of year is pretty quiet for game releases, but June is actually shaping up to be a pretty big month with almost 30 new games coming out. From cute little indies to some serious AAA hitters, there's something for everyone in this lineup, and we're going to break it down for you. Hey everyone, this is Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for Gaming Trend, and here's our top 10 games coming out in the first half of June. Number 1. Silt. Coming out right at the beginning of the month is Silt, an underwater puzzle adventure game with a unique pencil-drawn aesthetic. In Silt, you'll play as a diver, searching deep under the water to uncover some long-forgotten mysteries. You'll possess all manner of creatures during your exploration, which will help you to solve puzzles, navigate around tight spaces, and dive deeper into the abyss. In Silt, you'll explore a beautiful monochromatic world distinctly handcrafted and constructed from the sketches and dark imagination of artist Mr. Mead. Survive encounters with giant sea monsters and harness their power while you explore ruins and ancient machinery below the water's surface when this game launches on all platforms on June 1st. Number 2. Diablo Immortal. Who doesn't love to slay demons on the go? Diablo Immortal will bridge the gap between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 in an MMORPG style. Presumably, Archangel Tyrael is dead, and mankind is left to pick up the pieces of his destruction. However, danger still lurks as Diablo's minions are scouring the land for the fragments of the Shattered World Stone in hopes of bringing the Lord of Terror back to life. Choose from 6 different classes and gear to take on a multitude of enemies such as the Mad King Leoric and the Countess. The game will release on mobile for both Android and iOS on June 2nd. You can jump into the open beta on PC. It'll also be free to play, and that brings with it some caution. While the main story is easily playable without spending a dime, there's a lot of debate over just how much real-world money you're going to fork over for that post-credits endgame. Remember the golden rule: if you can't see the product, you are the product. Number 3. Soldiers. Soldiers, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, blends Metroidvania exploration, Souls-like battles, and puzzle platforming into one solid game. Take on the role of either a scout, an archer, or a caster, and battle for your freedom in Terra Gaia, a fantasy world caught between the living and the dead. With precise and unforgiving gameplay, your skills will be put to the test. Master the tightly timed gameplay, solve environmental puzzles, and outwit your enemies, and you will be victorious. In the beautiful 2D handcrafted world of Terra Gaia, you'll explore several different regions, each full of traps and deadly threats. Venture through deserts, forests, castles, and more on your quest when Soldiers releases on all platforms on June 2nd. Number 4. Spellforce 3 Reforced. Spellforce 3 Reforced brings the beloved Spellforce games to console. In this prequel to Spellforce The Order of Dawn, players return to the post-Mage Wars EO, where the Purity of Light are claiming that mages are to blame for the world's misfortunes, and that the people should turn to the second coming of Aeonir to restore EO to its former glory. The game features a unique blend of real-time strategy and RPG gameplay. Controls have also been streamlined for consoles with intuitive gamepad integration and a specially tailored UI. You'll create your own character, raise your own armies, and explore a fully realized world with a diverse cast of characters and secrets to unravel. Spellforce 3 Reforced drops on PlayStation and Xbox consoles on June 7th. Number 5. Tour de France 2022. Have you ever wanted to go biking through the French countryside? Well, that's exactly what you'll be doing in the next entry on our list. In Tour de France 2022, you'll cover about 14,000 kilometers over the course of 92 stages, including 21 official stages of this year's tour. Just be careful along the way, as there's a race incident feature where you'll have to contend with crashes, injuries, and illnesses, as well as your fellow riders. Don't forget to check out the new online mode, where you'll be able to complete challenges and climb the leaderboards. The literal race for the yellow jersey comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC on June 9th. Number 6. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Hinokami Chronicles. Become the blade that destroys demons in the upcoming Switch port of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Hinokami Chronicles. In adventure mode, you'll follow Tanjiro through the story of the Demon Slayer anime as he tries to turn his sister, Netsuko, back into a human after she becomes a demon. In Versus mode, characters from the anime go head-to-head in 2v2 combat on or offline. There will be 18 playable characters, with 12 of them being from the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba anime, and the other 6 being from the spin-off, Junior High and High School Kimetsu Academy story. Take Demon Slayer on the go with you when it drops on the Switch on June 9th. Number 7. Mario Strikers Battle League. It's time to lace up your cleats and hit the pitch for Mario Strikers Battle League. Team up with a classic cast of characters like Mario, Peach, and Bowser to try and score the most goals. You'll be able to customize each character to change up their appearance and also their attributes. Mario Striker Battle League also introduces a new mode, Strikers. Anything goes in this action-packed soccer-like sport, and there are no rules. Tackle other players, use special items, and pull off score-boosting hyperstrikes. Mario Strikers Battle League supports up to 8 people on a single Nintendo Switch system. There's also the option for online play as well as local wireless, where 3 additional people can battle it out on 3 locally connected Switches. You'll also be able to create or join a club of up to 20 people to compete against other clubs for points during each season. Will your team come out on top? Find out when Mario Strikers Battle League releases exclusively for the Nintendo Switch on June 10th. Number 8. The Quarry. No game list is ever complete without a little horror. All the kids from summer camp at Hackett's Quarry have gone home, so the counselors have the grounds all to themselves for the night, but things quickly take a turn for the worst. Now everyone's in a fight for their lives as something sinister hunts them. Will they all make it out alive? Well, that's up to you. Fans of Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology games will love this one. In this cinematic, campy, classic horror story, every choice you make will have consequences, though some may not be realized until much later in the game. There will be multiple endings depending on what you choose, so you'll be able to play over and over again. The Quarry releases on June 10th for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Check out the front page of GamingTrend.com for our review. We scored it a 95. Number 9. Starship Troopers, Terran Command. The only good bug is a dead bug. Based on the 1997 Paul Verhoeven film, Starship Troopers, Terran Command is a real-time strategy game coming exclusively to the PC. The harsh desert planet of Kwalasha needs help eliminating an arachnid threat that came from the depths of the mines. You'll take control of the mobile infantry to do your part in the war against the bug threat. Would you like to know more? In Starship Troopers, you'll need to develop effective tactics and deploy your units strategically to secure choke points and ultimately eliminate the arachnids, ensuring the survival of the human civilization and their dominance in the galaxy. There will be an expansive range of units, weapons, and abilities at your disposal, but you'll also have to take the terrain into account, as line of sight and line of fire are also a big part of battle. Grab Starship Troopers Terran Command when it releases via Steam on June 16th. And number 10, Redout 2. Lastly on our list, we have the fastest racing game in the universe, Redout 2. Race through the dystopian wastelands of an Earth that's nearly been abandoned in this sequel to the critically acclaimed Redout. Race your hovership on 36 magnetic tracks at lightning-fast speeds. Not only will you control your hovership's speed and braking, you'll also strafe, tilt, and boost your hovership's efficiency on the track. Customize your hovercraft with repulsors, stabilizers, wings, spoilers, and so much more. There are 6 different game modes you'll be able to play in the solo career. In Time Attack, you'll race against the clock to beat a track's best times. No opponents, no distractions, just you and the timer. In Last Man Standing, the last racer in each lap is eliminated and your speed will increase over time. You can also go online to test your skills in lobbies of up to 12 racers on most platforms. Redout 2 will be dropping for all platforms on June 16th. Like I said at the top, there are so many great games coming out in the month of June. This is just the first half. There are some others coming out that we couldn't include in this already packed list, but it would be a shame to not at least mention them, so be on the lookout for Unexplored 2, The Wayfarer's Legacy, Card Shark, Gigapocalypse, Pro Cycling Manager 2022, and also Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, which is coming to Nintendo Switch. My name is Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for GamingTrend.com. Make sure you check back with us soon so you can see what's coming in the back half of June as well. You don't want to miss it. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you again very soon.